Clothe yourself in a good book. The Board Gosh Energy Book Club.
Now, if your child or teenager just returned to school, well, now is the perfect time to get them into the reading habit for the new year.
Many children may have received book tokens for Christmas, and if you're looking for some tips on how to use them, then book blogger Kim Hart has the answer. She joins us now with a preview of some of the best new releases. Kim, good morning. And
good morning.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too.
We were just discussing the joys of children when you're a child reading books. It's a magical, magical thing to have a book you love as a child, and you've chosen... These books aren't necessarily out in the shops yet, but they're the best of the year to come.
Yeah, so it's January to March, like what you can look out for in the
January
new
to March.
year.
Okay.
So January, starting off, picture book-wise, we've got Extra Yarn by Mac Barnett and John Klassen. And this is about a little girl who finds a box of yarn and she proceeds to knit jumpers and hats for everyone and everything in her cold little grey town. It's illustrated by John Klassen, as they say, who is the illustrator of I Want My Hat Back and This Is Not My Hat, which are both brilliant picture books. Children's fiction then this month on the 3rd of January, so just published, Shiverton Hall by Emerald Fennell. This is a debut children's author. This is a good one for horror fans, those who like a scare at bedtime. Arthur Bannister is accepted to Shiverton Hall, which is a really creepy boarding school with a very dark past.
Oh, I like the sound of it.
I know, yeah. So ages 9+ for that one. And then Captain Underpants fans will be delighted to know that on the 16th of January, Captain Underpants and the Revolting Revenge of the Radioactive Robo-Boxers is coming out, and that's the 10th in the series. Absolutely bonkers stuff,
so
but brilliant.
Wildly successful as a series,
I know.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Just that
I love
really
the name of the
bonkers
author,
sense of humour.
Dav Pilkey is the name of the author.
That's the man.
And Emerald Fennell.
I know, they're great names.
They are lovely names.
They could only be writers for children with names like that.
They have to be making up names.
I don't think so.
On the 31st of January, then, right at the end of the month, pretty exciting. The Irish crime writer Alex Barkley has her first novel for children.
She told us this when she was here the last time.
Really?
We're going to have to get her back to tell us about it in more detail.
Absolutely. This is a really exciting one. It's an epic fantasy adventure. The first book is called The Curse of Kings. And the series is called The Trials of Orlan Bourne, and it's kind of all about dark magic, and it's set in a really atmospheric fantasy world, lots of kind of medieval castles and supernatural forests and all sorts of things. That's going to be an exciting one. And that's, again, 9+. Age-wise. And then for teen fiction this month, Maggot Moon by Sally Gardner. The paperback of this has just come out. It's just won the Costa Children's Fiction Award, and it's a really, really original novel for teens. It's kind of, it's as I say, it's kind of really heartbreaking. It's kind of about friendship and rebellion, and it's set against the backdrop of this really ruthless regime, and it's racing to get to the moon. It's beating off its enemies. It's kind of alternate historical fiction.
Okay.
So age 12+ on that one.
Right, now, in February, what are the
Moving into
big
February
releases?
swiftly, yeah. Picture books, Lion vs. Rabbit by Alex Latimer. This is a book about a bunny and a bully. And it has that really dry sort of humour that appeals to both children and adults. And the key message in this one is that you can always get the better of a bully, and ages 4+ on that one. Children's fiction-wise, Jacqueline Wilson fans can look forward to Queenie.
The most successful of them all, isn't she? She's the queen of children's
and she's
fiction.
so prolific as well. It's amazing. Her new one is set in the children's ward of a 1950s hospital. It's called Queenie.
Right.
It's interesting that she's setting it in the children's ward of a 1950s hospital, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
For children nowadays to be reading that. She goes to some very dark places, doesn't she?
She can do all right.
Yeah,
she dresses
she's fantastic.
Yeah, she does. Then 28th of February, new one coming from Walker Books, Timmy Failure by Stefan Pastis. This is about a young kid called Timmy Failure, who is 11 years of age, and he's a sidekick polar bear called Total, and together they run the best, in inverted commas, detective agency in town called Total Failure Incorporated. This is a good one for fans of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, or the Big Nate books, or Mr. Gums, that kind of humour, you know, so age 9+ on that one. And then teen fiction in February, Back to Black Brick by Sarah Moore Fitzgerald. This is an amazing book. It's a really stunning original debut from an Irish writer. It's about lost memories, lost times and lost lives. And it's about a 12-year-old kid called Cosmo, whose grandfather is losing his memory to Alzheimer's. And in a rare moment of lucidity, he gives Cosmo the keys to this crumbling abbey, Black Brick Abbey.
Wow.
And Cosmo goes through the gates and he finds himself face to face with his grandfather as a young man. And he starts to think then, is there some way he might be able to alter the course of his family's future? It's an amazing book, and it's Sarah Moore Fitzgerald is a debut Irish writer.
Sarah Moore Fitzgerald,
yeah,
Back to
watch
Black
out
Brick.
for that one. Good one for adults to read as well.
Yeah.
This is for the older child. This would be teenage.
Yes, it would. Yeah, kind of 12+, and then I would urge adults to read it as well. It's a great read.
Okay, now it is World Book Day in March.
Yeah, it falls on the 7th of March this year. So, of course, every year there's a specially produced selection of books for World Book Day, and this year we can look forward to a new Howard Henry, a new Tom Gates, and ones from Kathy Cassidy, Lauren Child, Anthony Horowitz, and our own Judy Curtin.
Wow.
Picture books coming in March on the 7th. We have Cheese Belongs to You by Alexis Deakin and Vivian Schwartz. These are personal favourites of mine. And this is the creative duo behind A Place to Call Home.
That's right.
They're very innovative storytellers.
Yeah.
Oh, they're brilliant. And it's about the struggle for dominance over one piece of cheese. Ages 4+ for that one. 2 from Irish illustrators in March. A debut from Sheena Dempsey, Bye Bye Baby Brother, which is about new babies, busy mums, and a little girl with a very big imagination. That's ages 3+. And a new one from Chris Judge.
Oh, fantastic.
The award winner,
Chris
Irish,
Judge.
yeah, exactly, Irish illustrator. In this one, the beast is back. Oh. And it's sort of Chris's very sort of trademark, vibrant, great sort of humour in his storytelling. And it's all about overcoming your fears. So looking forward to that one. On the 21st of March, we'll have the publication of Hagwitch. Again, Irish author Mary-Louise Fitzpatrick. This is a gothic thriller. It sort of interweaves Celtic legend, it's sort of 16th century London, and interweaves the story from modern day Ireland as well. She's a fantastic, really evocative writer, ages 10+ for that. Skullduggery fans will be delighted to know there is a novella coming on the 28th of March.
Hurrah!
Tanith Lowe in the Maleficent 7. It's book 7.5 in the Skullduggery Pleasant series, and in this one the bad guys take the stage.
Only Derek would do book 7.5. I love it.
There you go,
Yeah.
I know. And then Goblins vs. Dwarves by Philip Reeve. This is the sequel to the superb Goblins from last year. And Philip Reeve is a master storyteller. His Mortal Engine series is fantastic. And this is a fabulous fantasy adventure series for younger readers. Great for fans of Terry Pratchett, for both boys and girls, and age 9+.
And finally, Kim.
Deep breath. Finally, we have Infernal Devices Book 3, Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. Now, Cassandra Clare is the author of the Mortal Instruments series. And the first book of that, City of Bones, is being adapted for the big screen. It's coming in August.
That series sold millions worldwide.
Yeah, 4 million copies worldwide. The film stars our own Robert Sheehan. It's going to be a big, huge release. Spectacular stuff. So.
OK, and
bravo you.
there's
well
an
done.
awful lot of information to take on board there. People can get the detail and peruse it at their leisure on your blog and its website.
kimhart.org.
OK, Kim, thank
you
you very much
indeed.
indeed. Now, this month we're asking you to send us a review of any book that you read and enjoyed over the Christmas period. Right? Any book that you read and reviewed. So you get to choose what book you want to review. A review should be no longer than 50 words, and there is a prize of a stylish BlackBerry playbook up for grabs.
To enter, simply send us your review by Friday, January the 25th. Reviews should be emailed to irelandam@tv3.ie or sent by post to Bord Gáis Energy Book Club, TV3, Westgate Business Park, Ballymount, Dublin 24. You can also enter through our website, tv3.ie/book club.
Lose yourself in a good book. The Bord Gáis Energy Book Club.